Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Monday, April 20th, 2015, and you have tuned in to the weekly Les Brown Motivational Monday Night Call. We are so excited that you have joined us tonight, that you have found time in your schedule to tune in to Les Brown's platform where he's able to give motivation and inspiration to millions of lives all over the globe. He appreciates your presence, your support of him as a world-renowned speaker, trainer, author, and coach, one who is not just talking about living a great life, but living by example and showing us all about the greatness inside of us. So as you know, Mr. Brown travels constantly. He is always on the road helping to transform lives, not only in this country, but abroad. And when he is traveling, there are moments when he is unable to be live on the line, but he might surprise us later if he can get back in time through airports and be able to greet you and thank you for your presence here on the call. My name is Dr. Stacie N.C. Grant. I'm one of the hosts of this Motivational Monday Night Call. You hear my voice or Anita Hicks every week, and we're just thrilled to be able to hear the stories and the testimonies of those of you who have been inspired by Mr. Brown. So tonight, you get to have a conversation with me. And at the end of the call, I do want to open it up just to find out a little bit more about how you are using the information that is shared on this call to really transform your own life. As you know, Mr. Brown is committed to excellence. He's committed to action. He is committed to making sure that anyone that comes within 2 centimeters of his space, he is inspiring them to live a better life. But I want to pose to you tonight a question. Where are you with living your dreams? Where are you right now? April 20th, 2015, where are you with pursuing your goals and your dreams? When I think about goals and dreams, and when we start off in kindergarten and people talk to us about what do you want to be when you grow up, and you have all of these ideas and you're excited about what you are looking forward to becoming or doing, there's this thrill inside of you that you cannot even explain. And then somewhere along the line, we might lose track of what that is. But can you remember? Can you think back to what it is that you wanted to do back in kindergarten? Well, I don't know about you. There's one thing about kindergarten that I really love, and that was taking a nap. I don't think as adults we take enough naps. But when we think about living our goals and our dreams, what is your dream? What is the thing that you want to do? What is that one idea or thought or inspiration that just keeps you excited, that makes you tune in to Les Brown on the internet, and you listen to the YouTube videos, and you purchase his books, and you bought his DVDs and his CDs, and you've gone to conferences, and you've seen him on stage, and you listen to his words? What does that inspire in your life? Where does that take you back to thinking about, what do I really want to be when I grow up? And sometimes it takes somebody else to just remind us about what it is that we're living, what it is that we're doing. Where are we with our dream? Now, when I think back to where I was in my life in kindergarten, there was one thing for sure that was undeniable. I love to run my mouth. And the good news is today I get paid to do it. But it wasn't that clear in the beginning when my mother would hear from teachers, she's a great kid, she's doing wonderful in class, but she won't be quiet. She keeps talking in class. I move her seat from the front of the room to the back of the room, and she still won't shut her mouth. And my mother saved all of my report cards, all of my progress reports, and she handed me this box when I graduated from college. And we sat together and laughed and laughed and laughed about all of the same words on every one. And those words today actually frame for you who I am, that I am blessed to be able to work with a Les Brown. I'm blessed to be able to use this voice on platforms all around the country to change, inspire, and ignite a shift of productivity in the lives of those that I work with. But that dream of who I am, that dream of what I wanted to be, it had to be cultivated. What's your dream? What was it that you loved to do? Were you playing with the blocks? Were you building? Were you showing signs of being an engineer? Were you someone that was just very concerned about people? You were always giving your candy out and the last cookie that you had to the person next to you because you wanted to be a caretaker, a caregiver, a nurturer. Were you always standing in front of the room teaching people ABCs like I did, and you knew that you wanted to teach? Is it something that you love with playing with money? Now, that was something that I did. It wasn't necessarily a passion, but I would go to the bank, and I would take all the bank papers and receipts and bring them home and pretend that I was a banker. Don't tell anybody. But those are some of the little things that I love. So clearly, there's a little piece of green in my future. But where are you with your dream? What was that dream that you had that somebody might have talked you out of? What is that thing that you love to do? I invite you right now. Just take out a piece of paper and just play with me for a moment. Just write down a description of what really excites you. See, a lot of people watch Les Brown. They watch Oprah Winfrey. They watch President Obama. They watch all of the people who have stature and influence in the world, and they think that it's so unattainable. But I tell you, each and every one of them had to start with a dream. They had to start with something that they love to do. It's as simple as that, in getting out of our own way and stepping into what has been designed for us. Because I promise you this, what you're seeking is also seeking you. What you're looking to do, what you're looking to give back to the world is waiting for you to just touch it and tap into it. The reason why you connect with Mr. Brown, the reason why you come on this call, the reason why you listened to someone who recommended that you learn about what Les Brown is doing on a Monday night is just validation of your dream, of the thing that you have been designed to do. And only you can do it. But have we taken the time to just sit for a moment and uncomplicate the process? Because here's something I'm going to share with you. We can do many things well most times. And some of you listening, you might be the head cook and bottle washer, as they say, and you can bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan. All right, so that's a commercial from way back when. I know I'm dating myself. But you can do many things. But there's only one thing that really makes your soul sing. There's one thing that you would jump up in the middle of the night and do without getting paid a penny. There's one thing that you would go out on a limb and use your last dime for. There's one thing that if you were doing this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no one could stop you. And that's where I want us to sit tonight. What is that thing? What is that dream that you're giving birth to? What is it that you want support from listening to Mr. Les Brown, tuning into those YouTube videos, listening to him tell you there's greatness inside of you, listening to him tell you you can't quit now, that it's not over until you win, listening to him tell you to live your dreams, listening to him telling you about building collaborative relationships that are going to help you move to that next level in your life, achievement driven, listening to him tell you about letting go or being dragged, like his son John Leslie would say, listening to him tell you about the possibilities that exist for you, because if it exists for one, it exists for everyone. So that dream that you have, we are in a critical time in our world. We are in a space where people are questioning their own value, where people are not sure that they have enough to survive, where people are looking at limitations instead of possibilities. And the reason why you are here tonight, the reason why you showed up, is because you're not willing to take the status quo. You're not willing to sit down and wait for opportunities to meet you. You're not willing to sit back and complain about what's not. You're willing to do the work. You're willing to push and play full out so that you can achieve the very thing you've been designed to do. What is your dream? What is your dream? That's why Mr. Brown shows up on this call every single week. That's why those of us who are part of his Platinum family do this work. That's why we are here to be your cheerleaders, because we believe in your dream. See, those who have ventured out to be the Bill Gates of the world, those who are the Steve Jobs, those who have changed the face of how we interact, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, it all started with a dream. And you know, Steve Jobs, God rest his soul, when he started his journey, he didn't know where it was going to lead. He had no clue that Apple would become what it is today. All he knew is that he wanted to create an intuitive device that would help people be more productive in their day-to-day life. Do you know that Steve Jobs, while in college, dropped out of college because he wasn't feeling fulfilled? And by no way am I endorsing doing that, but what he did was drop into college. If you know his story, he started taking classes after coming out of school, which what his parents wanted him to do. That was their dream. They wanted him to live the American dream, get the education, get the wonderful job, be able to retire, have a wonderful family. But somewhere along the line, his dream was knocking against their dream. And then he had to just step away and say, this is not what I want to do. This is not making me happy. And when he did that, he went back and dropped in on classes with animation and classes that showed him how technology worked and classes that sparked the curiosity in his mind to later go on and develop the company that we now know today as Apple. He had to tune in to his dream. He said sitting there in those classes when the pressure wasn't on him for a degree that he was pursuing to make his family happy, he was able to just soak in the knowledge. He was able to be inspired by what the professor was saying. He was able to listen with a different ear because, listen to me closely, the thing that makes your soul sing, the thing that brings you joy, the thing that fulfills you will call you on a different wavelength that others can't hear. It will call you on a different wavelength that others can't hear. See, he wasn't listening to anybody else except that inner voice that was talking to him about his dream to use his mind to create and to be in a space where he could play and figure out how technology could be merged together to produce a piece of equipment that nobody had ever seen the likes of, and improve on what was out there. His story is absolutely mind-boggling and amazing to me that at his young stage in life that he went back to those dreams in kindergarten. He went back to those things that he loved to do. And it took me years to go back to what I love to do, to go back to the dream that really made me happy because I was trying to make everybody else happy. I don't know if I have a witness out there. I was trying to do the things that I thought was the right road to success. I was trying to follow the pattern that other people laid instead of walking in the one that was designed for me. So I say to you tonight, what's designed for you is sitting there waiting for you to just explode. If you started, great. There's more work to do. Once there's breath, there's hope, there's life, there's opportunity. You cannot sit back and expect that anything you put time and effort in to grow unless you do the work. That's why I love Mr. Brown. Les Brown is one of the top speakers on the planet, literally. That's not just embellishing. That's not just because I work with him. That's because that is the truth of who he is. But at this stage of mastery, he still invests in learning. He still invests in sharpening his gift. He still invests in figuring out ways to make his dream blossom even further. What an example. When you see him on the YouTube, when you watch him at the conference, when you meet him in person, he is always learning, looking for ways in which he can make his dream have an impact on the lives of those that he touches. So your dream is going to lead you down a path of creating a legacy. It's not just for what you can get, but what you can give, what you can bring, whose lives and lives you can touch. That's the key to self-improvement and this motivational platform that you can't seem to get enough of. That's what keeps you connected to Mr. Brown. That's what keeps you inspired to read new books. That's what keeps you inspired to soak in the kind of knowledge and information that comes from positive role models, that comes from conversations that ignite the mind to grow and to think, not some of the craziness that we can watch, as Ona Brown would say, turning off the tell lie vision, so that you can really work on listening to words that plant seeds of greatness inside you, that take root, that can grow, that you can nurture, and that you can give birth to your dreams. And the reason why this is important is because your legacy, it will speak for you. The work that you do will speak for you. And if you're waiting for whatever products you want to produce, for that piece of real estate you want to buy, for that nonprofit organization that you want to start, if you're waiting for that perfect relationship, if you're waiting for the kids to get old enough and go to college so you can then focus on your dream, if you're waiting to have children so you can do your dream, stop waiting. Tonight, let tonight be the new beginning for you. Let tonight be, even if you are on track, if you're saying, Stacie, I'm in this thing, I'm working it, I'm doing what I need to do, I challenge you to go even harder. I challenge you to push even more, to just drain every single ounce out of the gifting that you've been given. Because the more you do that, the more you proceed with growing your dream, the more you get rid of every excuse, every distraction, every negative voice, every question in your mind, the more you keep moving forward, is the faster you will get to the finish line. And that finish line is not a real line. It's just that next level. And as you pass that next level of success, you bring some more people with you. And then you go on to the next one. And as you pass that next level, you bring some more with you. That is what you see Mr. Les Brown doing every single time he opens his mouth. He is the only speaker on the planet that has reached his level of mastery, that is so committed with duplicating his success, that's committed with pouring into the lives of those who work with him as platinum speakers and in his private trainings and programs, because he wants to leave a legacy in the lives of those who will pay it forward. It's the work that you do that will speak for you. So where are you? That was my first question to you tonight. Where are you right now, April 20th, 2015, with your dream? Have you put your stake in the ground? Are you clear about what it is that you want to do? Do you need to get a coach? Do you need to get a mentor? Do you need to invest in a program? Do you need to read more books? Do you need to tune in to positive channels of motivation on a daily basis? Do you need to get rid of some of the crazy, negative, not going anywhere people in your life? Hello, somebody. Good thing there's caller ID. If someone comes up on your phone, and when you look at your phone and the first thing that comes to your head is, oh, what do they want now? Or your energy just goes all the way down. That's someone you're going to need to love for a distance. They don't have the right to sit in the front row of your life right now. You have too much work to do. But if you look at the phone and it's somebody who brings you energy, somebody who brings you joy, somebody that's saying, so how you doing, Stacie? Where's that goal? Did you finish that book? Did you finish working on that project? Who are you collaborating with? What conference are you going to? What's the last book you read last month? That's the kind of person that will hold you accountable to your greatness. That's the kind of person that you want ringing your phone every day. We have to be very careful on the company we keep in this critical time in our world. Your voices, your work, your programs, your businesses, your services, they're needed now. People are lost. Suicide rates are up. Children are discouraged and losing their way. You are needed to help save our planet. You are needed to make a change. You are needed to be a voice of hope. You are needed to live your dreams, as Mr. Brown has been saying for decades. Susan Taylor has a quote that I love, and she's a dear friend and mentor of mine, and it goes like this. Now is where the power is. The future will be. We cannot rush or delay it. but we experience it by how we live each moment. Now is where the power is, the power of your dreams, the power of you to believe in yourself and to surround yourself with people who might believe more in you than you do in yourself at this time until your belief catches up and rises up to their vision for your life. That's where we are now, April 20th, 2015. It's your time. This is your moment. This is your opportunity to not just listen to Mr. Brown, not just listen to me, not just listen to those who come on as a part of our Platinum family, but to take action, to take unapologetic action. I don't care who wants to tell you it's not the right timing, maybe that might not work, and wants to discourage you of living your dreams. You don't have time to talk to them. You just say, thank you for your unsolicited advice. I'll be working on my dreams, and I'll catch you at the top. That's where you need to be focused, not to be condescending or rude, but to be very clear that you don't have time to mess around with people who are thinking small, people who are not growing, people who are not investing in themselves, people who don't want to take out a half an hour on a Monday night to listen to words that can be poured into their lives. You're a different kind of person. You're a different kind of winner because you're attracted to someone who wins. You're attracted to someone who has a track record of success. You're attracted to someone who believes in the greatness of every single human being. You're attracted to doing more with your life and not taking the status quo. You're attracted to living your dreams. You're attracted to not giving up hope on what's possible for your life. The words that we share with you are not words that you've heard for the first time. They're not conversations that you've never heard before. No, they're reminders. They're reminders about the greatness inside of you. They're reminders that there's nothing impossible once you have faith and hope, that you have been given a divine assignment, and only you can fulfill it. See, I can't do your assignment. Mr. Les Brown can't do your assignment. Only you can do your assignment. And the more you move towards your goals and dreams, the more you say yes to you and no to the things that are not helping you grow, the more you say, yes, it's time. I don't know where the money is coming from. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know where it's going to fit in my schedule. And I'm just going to keep moving. I'm just going to start. I'm going to start that blog today. I'm going to reach out to that mentor that I need. I'm going to invest in that coaching program. I'm going to put $1 down. I don't know where the rest is coming from, but my intention is to succeed. My intention is to live my dreams. My intention is to play like that kindergarten child who had no boundaries, no reason to feel that it could not be possible. That kind of unbridled excitement, that's the excitement that you need to fulfill your dreams. That's the excitement that you need to go after your goal. That's your excitement right now that's going to solidify how you move forward with the rest of the year, that you just don't listen to the words, but you act on the words, that you just don't listen to the motivation, but you are the motivation, that you take a deliberate step today, tonight, towards your goals and your dreams. So my challenge to you, I gave you easy assignments tonight. Just ask you about your dream. Ask you to think about what it is that you're developing. And right now, as long as you're not driving, no distracted driving, if you're in a place where you can write, I want you to just write down 5 things that you can do within the next 24 hours. 5 things that you can do within the next 24 hours directly related to your dream. Not what you have to do to help Jane, not what you have to do to help the kids, not what you have to do on your job. What can you do in the next 24 hours that will advance your dream? It could be as simple as writing out a list of to-dos for a budget, for a project that you have. Maybe it is focusing on who I need to contact. Maybe it's looking at the different coaches and mentors that are available. Maybe it's signing up to work with Mr. Les Brown. Maybe it's coming to his next training. 5 things that you can take immediate action on in the next 24 hours to live your goals and your dreams. Write them down. The power in committing it to writing gives it life. You are now holding yourself accountable to your dreams and your goals. And if you write it down, you will be able to refer back to it and hold yourself accountable. So that's what I want you to do at this point, is to make sure that you are able to write down 5 things, 5 steps that you can take right now within the next 24 hours towards your goals and your dreams. So if you're able to do that, it'll be your first step towards not wasting another moment. And I don't want you to write it down and say, okay, she told me to write it down, I wrote it down, and then it collects dust in the next 72 hours. Every day, as you check off one, add another one. Keep it to 5. That's my secret. I'm giving you some of my free coaching right now. You write down 5 things every day, and as you cross off one, you add one. As you cross off one, you add one. Don't put more than 5 at a time, because then your mind gets overwhelmed and you'll shut down. Keep the magic of 5. 5 things every day over the course of the next 30 days. I guarantee you, you will pick up momentum on your goals and your dreams in a way that you never have before. You will start feeling the momentum. You will be unstoppable when you tune into Les Brown's Motivational Monday Night Call. When you hear his voice, when you hear the voices of those of us that want to pour into you, it will continue to affirm your greatness. It will give you new skills and tools and equip you in a way that you will insulate yourself from all the negativity around you. You will stay focused. You will stay laser-driven towards your goals and your dreams, and you will see the difference of what you are able to accomplish in this second quarter of the year. The rest is up to you. We can talk. We can inspire, but the action has to come from you. So as we think about your goals and your dreams, I want to leave you with an affirmation that Les shared in his book, Live Your Dreams. And he's used it on stages all over the globe. And it's one that I just love to life because it speaks everything that I've shared with you tonight in just a few sentences. It was written by an author, Burton Braley, and when you need a little boost, when you need something to just encourage you, you have to go back to words and sometimes even songs or sometimes even poems, things that will inspire you to keep moving. Because there will be days where you might get a little discouraged. There may be days where you're like, Stacie, that sounds great, but guess what? I want to tell a few people to kick rocks with open-toe shoes on. But just keep that in your inside voice. Don't tell them. But on those days, you have to get towards finding something you can reach for, something you can repeat, something you can read, something you can listen to get you back on track on your 5 things that you're going to do every day towards your dreams. And Burton Braley says, if you want a thing bad enough, to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all you dream and scheme is about it and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, if you simply go after that thing that you want with all your capacity, strength, and sagacity, faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, famine, nor gout, sickness, nor pain of body or brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim you beseech it and beset it, with the help of God, you will get it. So that's what I say to you tonight. Live your dreams. Hold on to your dreams. Don't let anyone take it away from you. You will get it. There is greatness inside of you, as Mr. Brown has been reminding you for decades. Now it's time for you to take action on those dreams. Tell us your testimonies and let us know that you are a part of the million voices of hope that he is inspiring across this globe. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Stacie N.C. Grant. It's been a plumb pleasing pleasure, as well as a principle, in the words of my fearless leader, Mr. Brown, to be with you tonight. And I hope these words have sparked something inside of you that you can't sleep. Some of you might be running down the sidewalk. You're jumping up and down. You're getting ready to just move 50 miles down the road with your goals and your dreams. And if that's the case, then my job is done. So thank you so much. And what I will do is open up the call just for about 5 minutes to talk to you and find out if anything that I said tonight touched you in a place that will make a difference in you taking action tomorrow. So stand by.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Okay, the lines are now available for you to press *6 to unmute your line if you have a comment or a question, and then I'll be making announcements on how you can stay connected with Mr. Brown and the Platinum Speakers.
Thank you,
Stacie NC Grant. This is Nanette Barry, East Palmdale, California. How are you?
I am excellent, my friend. How are you?
Good. You had me cracking up talking about kicking a stone with an open-toe shoe, but I did get more than that. Thank you for inspiring me. You know what I really got was just to develop a relationship with my dreams and my goals, because a lot of times I'll have them in my mind. I'm laser focused on them, and then other times I'm totally distracted. So you just got me back on track. So thank you for that.
Awesome. I'm glad. Yay, job is done. So you can tell Lex that I did a little something tonight. So thank you so much for being on the call, and I appreciate you sharing those words with me.
This is Michael from Chicago.
Hi, Michael from Chicago. How you doing, my friend? You have any popcorn for me?
Absolutely. You know where to get it, right? I had a quick question.
Yes.
Quick question because I got on late. So I was in the office. But is there a way to listen to it? Because it was very inspiring. I wanted to hear the whole thing. Is there a way to listen to it?
Sure. If you shoot me an email, and you can send that email to info@staciencgrant.com. That's STACIENC, like North Carolina, Grant.
I didn't get that.
STACIENC, like North Carolina, NC, Grant, GRANT.com. So that's my name, Stacie NC Grant, and no, NC does not stand for North Carolina, but that's the way I tell people to spell it. STACIENCGRANT.com. Info@StacieNCGrant.com if you want to get a recording. And thank you for just asking for that and being engaged in the call tonight. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Stacie. This is Myron. Stacie, thank you so much. Thank you for your Magic 5, and thank you for the quote. It's the work that you do will speak for you. Thank you.
You're welcome, Myron, and thank you for who you are, showing up every single Monday. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes, good evening. My name is Stephanie from West Palm Beach.
Hi, Stephanie from West Palm Beach. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. Well, my thing is I am just so happy to be back connected with Les Brown. I used to listen to Les Brown about 20 years ago, and I have my 17-year-old son here now because I'm trying to get him connected with Les Brown as well. So I know, like you said earlier, there are so many hurting people out here, and they don't know anything about Les Brown, and I found that within the last 2 to 3 weeks that I connected back with Les Brown, and just getting all of his motivational posts and everything on the Facebook, I've been able to share it with people, and people are so enlightened by it, you know. So I would like to get with the team and see if I could try and do some like motivational speaking and everything. You know, maybe come up with something where I could teach his principles, because I am a true believer in Les Brown.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we are excited that you are interested in that. I'm going to give information on how you can connect on LesBrownPlatinumSpeakers.com. And Calvin Brown, Les Brown's son, manages the Platinum Speaker Program and also can give you additional information about how you can be involved in the trainings. And you can also go to LesBrown.com and LesBrownEvents.com for more information. So just listen for a few more announcements at the end, but I'm glad you're reconnected and you're sharing the information. We have to use what we have to be a blessing. If not, then why bother living? So I'm so glad that you're here and that these words resonated with you. You're excited about being connected and sharing the good news of what Mr. Brown is doing across the globe.
Oh, I am so excited. You just don't understand. It has changed my life in the last 2 weeks. I've been able to get people from around me. I quit my job and started another job, and just getting all the negative people from around me, and it makes such a big difference in your life.
It absolutely does. Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that, and we appreciate you being on the call. I am going to be able to take just about 2 more comments because I have to do another call with the Platinum speakers shortly, and I want to announce with you how you can continue to stay connected with Mr. Brown. So thank you so much for being on. 2 more callers. You can press *6 to unmute your line.
Hey, Stacie, this is Eric from Dallas, Texas.
Hey, Eric from Dallas, Texas. Did you enjoy the call?
Absolutely. I tell you what, I am so excited. I am simply a student. I've been a student of Les for a while. He's my professor. He helped me so much without even knowing me, which of course he does for a lot of folks. I'm very excited about the fact that you guys are coming here. I have a passion, which is a passion to speak and empower and motivate people, and I really wanted to actually get in touch with you guys to begin to actually be part of the team and the family, and also become a motivational speaker. That is my dream. That is the only thing that makes my heart really beat hard and gives me a certain passion. And right now, Stacie, you're not going to believe it. I loved when you were talking about the kindergarten soul and spirit and all the dreams that you were talking about, because I'm reading a book right now that is called The You That Could Be. I don't know if you read that book before. The You That Could Be. And the first thing that the author, Dr. Fitzhugh Dodson, was talking about how we were when we were toddlers, before life itself, and our parents came and started giving us other things that we should think or believe or behave toward. And he spoke about something called your potential self, which I believe was exactly what you were talking about. So I'm very, very empowered right now, fired up, and I can't wait for you guys to come to Texas. It's going to be on fire. So thank you so much for everything, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. Actually, I want to know if I can get in touch with you. I'm looking for a coach. I need a coach.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing that. Repeat that book again. I'm into sharing knowledge, and I love to read new things. So thank you for sharing that.
It's called The You That Could Be. The You That Could Be. By Dr. Fitzhugh Dodson. Dodson.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to put the call back on presentation mode to make the announcements and answer those questions. So thank you, everyone.
All callers are muted.
And thank you so much for sharing the good news about what you read and what you feel and what is inspiring those of you who are still on the line right now. I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart that I'm grateful that you stayed, that you listened. I know you were listening out for Mr. Brown, and he will be back, but as you know, he is on the road. And the fact that he trusted me to be able to present to you tonight means the world to me. And the fact that we had this intimate time together is a blessing for me. So I just want to say thank you for listening, for opening up your hearts and lending me your ears for this time. If you want to stay connected with Mr. Brown, you can follow him on Facebook, which is the best way. Brown.les. It's Brown.les. He puts up his daily motivation. There's sometimes videos there. You can also find him all over YouTube. I think he might be the #1 thing on YouTube. And you can listen to some of his presentations there. If you want to connect with the Platinum speakers, those of us who are on this call, as you hear our voices, that we work with Mr. Brown on a daily basis, you can go to our website, which is www.lbpsn.com. That's lbpsn.com, which is short for Les Brown Platinum Speakers Network, and you can find out more about all of us there. For those of you who are asking specifically about some of the other events that are coming up with Les, he's doing a training in Orlando. He's also going to be in Dallas with me at the end of June. If you want more information on that, you can send an email over to yes@lesbrown.com, yes@lesbrown.com, and you can contact me directly at info@staciencgrant.com. That's info@staciencgrant.com. info@staciencgrant.com. I'm also on the Platinum Speakers Network. You can contact me through that website as well. I'm just excited to be a cheerleader for you. I'm excited about your goals and your dreams. I'm excited about how this world is going to be different because you are here. So never give up on your goals. Never give up on your dreams. Live your dreams, as Mr. Brown has told us, because there is greatness inside of you. We're not just saying this. We believe it. And the more we can work together, the more we can keep in community with people who are speaking life, people who are positively influencing us, people who are encouraging us to play a bigger game, this world will get better. So thank you for who you are, all that you bring to the world. Continue to stay connected to Mr. Brown's Monday night motivational call. We look forward to hearing your voices again next week, Monday, same time, same channel. Take care. God bless your dreams. Play full out. And if you have to tell somebody to kick rocks with open-toe shoes on, just don't tell them I told you. This is Dr. Stacie N.C. Grant, loving and hugging all of you virtually. Bye-bye for now.